What is up, guys? Danny back again from the Customs with a trailer reaction for you today. Now, I don't know what we're reacting to, though. This is the Summer Game Fest. So if you guys aren't aware of what this is yet, essentially Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards, they're working together. E3 got canceled this year, so a lot of games that were going to get revealed, studios announcing their premiere titles or big ones coming out, aren't having the opportunity to be shown to the general public because they don't have the platform. And the Summer Game Fest is going to basically be that platform. So a lot of things from E3, studios announcing new big titles, indies, I assume, are going to get shown off here so that everyone has the opportunity to see it. So I don't know what we're going to see here today.
All right, we're getting ready for today's Summer Game Fest stream. Hello to everyone watching around the world.
What's up, Jeff?
Excited to have a brand new reveal for you.
I'm excited to see you, Jeff.
Will be joining me for an interview, so stick around, guys. Summer Game Fest continues.
Cool, I guess it's a post-interview. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect from today. I want to assume they're going to do something big because this thing is kind of, I feel like it's right now not a huge deal to a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people aren't prepared for it. And they're kind of just looking past it. No, cut that out. I would like to think that here for their first big reveal, they want to do something huge. Something that's going to get people excited and be like, oh, Summer Game Fest. I'm going to have to make sure I check that out, you know, day to day or week to week, however often they make reveals. So I'd like to think we get something in the realm of like the Warner Brothers Batman game, or maybe even the Harry Potter game. I don't know where those stand as far as ready for reveal. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to see both of them at E3. World premiere. I don't think we won't be seeing any Xbox exclusives. They said they're going to be showing those off in July. Doubt we'll see anything from PlayStation just yet. I assume they want to do a lot of stuff on your own time, on their own platform. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get some really big, something cool here today. So if you guys want to hang out, well, you don't have to hang out. You'll get it instantly. I have 16 minutes to wait, so exclusive world premiere. So yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here. I will see you guys in about 16 minutes for whatever big game is gonna get announced here. So hang tight. So I sit here before this starts just because there's a couple of things that went off today. So it looks like Sony announced their new PlayStation Studios logo, which is pretty dope. I mean, it's a basic logo. But it's supposed to reveal, like, hey, when you see this logo, you know you're going to get the quality that you've seen in games like God of War, Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, etc., etc. I think that's really cool. I think that's good for people who aren't, I guess, as wrapped into the, the gaming world, I guess. I don't know words good. Either way, that's pretty cool. And then Ubisoft announced, what was it called? Ubisoft Forward was their event. Yeah, so they'll be doing it on July 12th. So I'll be live reacting to that as well. So if you guys want to subscribe and hit that notification bell, that way when a video comes out, or that one will probably be longer. So I'm actually that one on Twitch,
hey guys,
do a live watch along.
We're
but
getting ready for the live show coming up in just about 90 seconds. We'll be going live with a reveal trailer for a game, and then I've got a 15-minute interview with a special guest. So stay tuned. Summer Game Fest continue. So
I'll do the trailer reaction, and then I'll probably watch the interview depending on what it is. I don't know if I want to put like a 20-minute video out today. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We shall see, boys and gals.
Exclusive.
All right, here we go. Come on, Batman. What's going on? Oh, also, some of these are going to have demos along with them. So I think it'd be, you know. Okay, so it's a skateboarding game. That's exciting. Is this one of the ones that's already been... Huh! Wow. That's going to be exciting for a lot of people. No fooling. Holy crap, dude. I'm not a big Tony Hawk guy. I've never played these games. Skateboarding's not been my thing. I know so many people that have been sweating for like a new Tony Hawk, well, a new Skate 4 anyway. But this is kind of exciting. I can see Tim Geddes just losing his mind right now. It looks great. But where's Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, September 4th. Wow.
There's
the warehouse
big news.
demo.
Tony
That's
Hawk
awesome.
Pro Skater 1 and 2 is coming back for a brand new remaster. Hey everyone, it's Jeff Keighley, and this is an exciting Summer Game Fest announcement of that news. And to talk a bit about it right now, we've got two very special guests joining us. Of course, the one and only Tony Hawk and Jen from Vicarious Visions, who did the incredible Crash Bandicoot remaster, and they're now teaming up with Tony.
Interesting.
To bring, Pro Skater back, which is a much requested thing to have happen. Tony, this is exciting. I know it's been like, I think 4 or 5 years since the last time you guys did a game. You know, this is what everyone I think wanted, right? Was like rolling back the clock to the originals and bringing it forward. How did this come about?
You know, it's been there's been a lot of requests over the last few years. I would say even over 5 years, and I could just sense it ramping up, especially as we approach the 20th anniversary of the release of the first THPS. And I was talking
THPS,
about some other stuff, about some charity events, and you know, the idea was just like, why don't we remaster this? And when it came from them, I said, you don't understand how many people have asked me that. And I try to explain to them that I don't have a team of coders behind me that I can just go make this happen. And they said, yeah, let's get on it. And they immediately tapped Vicarious Visions, and off we went. And I mean, honestly, the end product is way better than I ever imagined.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was so excited.
Gotta love Zoom calls.
You know, like
Tony's...
what VV always does, which is kind of honoring the tradition of the game, but obviously kind of, you know, fully upgrading it, and you know, not just the graphics, but it's also like the controls and how it feels, because we're moving, you know, 20 years forward in time. Jen, this is, you know, again, VV has done a lot of great things over the history of the company, but now it's like you guys are known for really these, you know, amazing kind of, you know, remasters of beloved franchises. This is, you know, a very different game than Crash. Can you tell us a bit about how you approach this one?
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, we're fans too. VV has been involved with working on Tony Hawk games for years, starting with many of the Nintendo handhelds, and a number of us have been involved for the lifetime of the series. We had a number of people that came over from Neversoft. Myself, I produced 3 of the games. So, you know, you start with that fandom, good things will happen. And so in approaching this, the number one thing for us was to get it to feel right. It's got to be a high quality game that feels like you remember it. So we started with the Neversoft engine, looking at the Neversoft code base for the handling, brought that over, also looked at the level layouts and bringing over the geometry as a starting point. And then
that's such a strange, exciting surprise. Like, a lot of people are happy about this. I would like to think.
To those quality of life improvements that modern gamers expect. So it's a complete package for the fans who are just really aching for the nostalgia of these original games.
Yeah, and you know, this is so many years later, as Tony said, like 20 plus years. So, you know, even the nature of how you control and play the game has changed so much. Because I mean, you remember, Tony, I mean, the old game pads, I mean, it's like, you know, analog sticks weren't even a thing. So it's like, I imagine that was a lot of what you had to think about, is like, how can you play this with, you know, new, more sophisticated controllers that give you so much more granularity when you're playing.
Yeah, well, we've had experience with doing this before, but certainly, you know, if you're an old school player, your thumb's going to drift to that D-pad, and you're going to want to do your tricks that way. You can certainly do that if you want to do that. But you know, newer players are used to playing on the analog sticks, and quite frankly, analog is not as precise. So we had to spend a good amount of time iterating and thinking about, okay, how do we make it so it's just forgiving enough, it understands what you're trying to do, but you still have the challenge.
I'm all about the D-pad though.
I'm
offer to
sure.
be
Well,
had.
I was going to say, because Tony, you've had so many years of going through different controllers. Even I remember when we revealed the board together one year when you did that. I mean, you've been sort of through everything. When you stepped into this to work with VV, can you maybe talk a bit about the collaboration and kind of how you were giving feedback and sort of where you wanted to take the game? You said still be rooted in the history of it, but obviously update it to today's standards or
So
quality.
Simon just messaged me and says, "There's no way this is a
I would say
coincidence
the
for Jack
crazy
Black to
of it
upload
was
this at the same time." And it's a
it
selfie
would
of him and
feel
Tony Hawk.
it-
Being like,
it
"Is Tony
follows
Hawk
the way that
a
the
pro
original
skater?"
games
Yes.
did, and that's something that we've been kind of missing through the various versions and attempts at bringing this back. And so when they finally got the feel, and it didn't take them very long,
That's awesome.
they are really good at what they do, and it's obvious that they're fans of the game. So when I started playing it, it felt like the same response. It felt like the tricks they worked the same, yet the visuals were just way over the top. I mean, they're
It looks good.
exponentially
It looks
better,
like
obviously, through
they said the
fixes,
demo's out.
but
I'm
they're
probably going to
even
download it and
better
try and do a
because
trial period.
they've spent the time
So look forward to
get
that.
these levels and to get these maps looking like photorealistic.
Can you guys maybe talk about the, obviously online is a big part of it, but sort of like what is new or different about this game that you've added to sort of the, the core architecture of the, the original two?
Well, of course, online gaming is naturally an expectation from the modern gamer. So of course we've got all of your favorite modes from multiplayer that are now online. But it's interesting because I think actually split screen's still kind of a novelty these days. So we're bringing that back.
Good.
All of your favorite modes
Good.
again. You can play on the couch with your friends and hopefully one day invite them over. Hopefully soon. As far as other things that you can play online, we also have Create a Perk that has been improved. Now you can post your levels online, have your friends play them. You can share them online, let them take over and customize them even further. So it's a pretty robust offering of things you can do with your friends out there.
Are you going to have sort of any new tricks or secrets or anything, Tony, like that you wanted to kind of put into these classic levels? I mean, people don't necessarily want them touched, but also I think there's probably some fun. I mean, is there anything kind of new that you said, hey, like I want to switch this out, or something that's bugged you from 20 years ago that you're like, let's change that out?
There are some polished moves, but I was trying to stay as true as we could to the original. So besides the visuals and obviously the responsiveness, we stayed pretty true to the tricks and the maps. And so yeah, I didn't want to mess with that too much. I feel like people are going to be so excited to play exactly as they remember it, but in this new visual field. Yep. That's where we want to land.
I like the Zoom call atmosphere right now because you can see what people's environments like. Like, I don't think Tony Hawk had these skateboards set up in his kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? He just put them there for this video. I think that's funny. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
THPS series, because when we talk to fans and we ask them, what do you remember about these games, and it's really being that skateboarding superhero, doing those crazy endless lines. So we needed tricks like revert, which came in later, so that you can chain together your tricks. So we added those back into the mix. So I'm really looking forward to seeing people, skate in the warehouse, but do some super crazy high combos.
It's funny, I get corrected all the time because when I talk about the series, and I say, oh, when we introduced the revert in THPS 2, which was not in THPS 2, but it's like I don't want to remember a time before we had the revert. So I did insist on adding that to this version, even though I think it came in 3.
It came in 3, that's right. I think what happens is you start playing and your finger just keeps going for that trigger. So you just, again, that muscle memory kicks in and you just want to do the tricks you're familiar with. And so I was doing it. I kept seeing other people doing it. So it made sense that, okay, this is what people naturally are going to want to have.
Right. But I think that it's going to be the same thing. There's sort of this blurry memory of, well, I know this trick. Well, that was in 4.
So
Right.
we did include some of those just because people were expect them and they won't remember the timeline of the
Right.
series like that.
Oh, for
Right.
sure. You said I think it all. I mean, 3 was so classic. You said like everyone just remembers it's sort of like the classic, pro skater stuff. I know around the game, you are doing some work with like create a park, create a skater, and you maybe talk about that, Janice, or how you're surrounding that and building that out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game has always been about self-expression. So Create a Skater is awesome. We have a ton of diversity in our faces, the hair, the clothing, so many things that you can pick out. Of course, your deck graphics, trucks, wheels, you name it. But I'm really super excited about Create a Park because the VV team has truly modernized this feature. I told you a bit about how you can share online, etc. But there are a ton of pieces and parts that you can customize your park with. The new news is that you'll be able to modify many of the pieces. And so modify them. If you want to take a rail, twist it around, turn it into basically like a roller coaster, you can do that. If you want to create some crazy massive mega ramp that goes all the way up into the sky, you absolutely can do that too. So I'm really super stoked to see what our players create with this. They're going to be able to share it online, like I said, and share it with their friends. I can imagine one of the things that I look forward to, because you can tag your parks with descriptors, is people being able to go to their local skate park and essentially build it in the game. So if I want to see what a skate park in Chicago looks like, I can just type in Chicago and boom, something appears. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what people do.
That's amazing. So you get to get in design some stuff, Tony, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the original goal too with all the Creative Park, was that we wanted to share it online, and it didn't come of age yet. So now is the time for sure.
Having done this, Tony,
This
does
does look really fun, though.
do
like,
you want to get into keep doing these again?
I'm
Again?
so
You can
strangely
stop,
excited for a
lot of people,
skateboarding
I know
game.
there were a lot of them for a lot of years, and it's sometimes good to take a break. But I feel like people, as you said, I mean, the audience still wants it, right?
Yeah, and there is a strong nostalgia and attachment to the original, at least four,
Yeah.
THPS 1 through 4.
He
So,
dropped. He's like, 5 was
I mean, 1
bad.
and 2
5 was bad.
is the jumping off point. I would love to be able to do more down the line. I think that we, especially with VV, like we can make this stuff look spectacular. The even 3 and 4, we're still only on PlayStation 2. So
Yep.
we've come a long way with the technology, and I think that these guys truly are the best ones. Like they're the most qualified to do it. And so every time I get a new version,
Or Blue Point,
I
maybe.
can't
I don't
believe
know.
how much better it looks. I mean, that's the truth.
No, VV, you've done such a great job, Jen. I think that's the thing that with games, it's sometimes sad because we don't have that backwards compatibility of all of these old systems. So all these games that I grew up playing, it's like you just can't really play them anymore, right? And if on a PC, sometimes you can find old versions of games, but old, as you said, like PS1 games, PS2 games, it's like you can't just pop them in. So the fact that they're coming back, but also going forward in time, and with the fidelity that you guys are able to build around it, and the controls, and even with Crash, where you were trying to figure out like how does the jump translate, and how do you move? It's all the moves and the grinds and the lines from the original Tony Hawk, making it feel right on these new controllers. I think is yeah, I'm sure you guys have nailed it. Unfortunately, since we're all in quarantine, we can't sit there and play it, but I trust you guys are gonna deliver it, and I'm so excited that it's back. So exciting news, and thanks for being a part of this with us as we virtually bring together the gaming world. But I'm sure everyone will be excited that it's coming out soon, right? I think it's going to be early fall.
That's right. We're coming out September 4th, and if you pre-order today, you can, well, if you pre-order in general, not just today, you'll get access to that iconic warehouse level from THPS 1, and you'll get access to it early, so before the game releases.
Got
so
it. I thought the demo was going to be
check it out.
publicly available.
That's
I probably
awesome.
won't pre-order it because I don't think this is something I'll play, but
Exactly.
No, I get that's the thing, is that part of this thing with this whole Summer Game Fest thing we're doing is people are at home and they want to play games because they're not going to be able to go to events like E3 and stuff like that this year to play stuff. So the fact that you're going to have the warehouse people be able to play later this summer is awesome to hear. So all right, well, Tony, Jen, thanks for joining me. Great to have THPS back and coming this fall. So we'll look forward to seeing more later this year.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There we go. So yeah, guys, that was the first Summer Game Fest reveal. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster. That's pretty dope. Like I said, I've never been a big skater at all. I don't play skating games. Like, the most I've done is like the skating levels in Spyro the Dragon. Those were fun, but I think this is exciting. I did mention I was going to do trial period. I didn't realize you had to pre-order. I probably said that right there on the screen, just didn't look at it. This could be something I would see myself trying and seeing if it would be in my wheelhouse. I don't think I'd play it, but I think it's really exciting for a lot of people. Like I said, I know Tim Geddes used to love these games over at Kinda Funny, and he talks about this all the time. So as I'm sitting here, I'm watching that their reaction just went out on YouTube, and I'm sure he's super excited. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, do yourselves a favor, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Then we get notifications every time a new Summer Game Fest reaction comes out. Also, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up so that the video can spread, more people can find the channel, and comment what you think. Are you excited for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered? I'm on the fence. I think it's cool, but I probably won't play it. I've said that like 4 times now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. There's another reveal going on, so look forward to that. Bye.